Hey, yo, Ebony, they might get mad at you for this one, mama.
Take a seat with Ebony. We gon' talk about everything. Go get these lives, baby, shake a little eyes. Fill up your glass, deep deep with class. Take a seat with Ebony. We gon' talk about everything. Go get these lives, baby, shake a little eyes. Fill up your glass, deep deep with class. Fill up your glass. Maybe shake a little bit.
Good morning. Greetings and salutations.
Yes, all that good shit. All that good shit. All that good shit. First thing in the morning. Listen, we are gathered here this morning on the behest of this man in this green sweatshirt at the
Oh, you
ass.
know, like, why don't you like my green? She's like, do you want to go? I can go change it and come back. You know, I got like about 25 of these. 26. Like,
Listen, it ain't even the point. That ain't even the point. The point is that on my day off, on a holiday, this nigga got me in full geesh.
it's 9:30 in the morning. Okay, first things first. Hey, mama. I didn't tell you to put the hat on and the full face of makeup. I didn't say do.
The hat is attached at this juncture, sir. So the hat was already on. That's not the point. The point is,
okay.
These lashes wasn't attached.
I didn't tell you what touch. No lashes.
You know what, friend? I don't even have to. Oh, thank you.
It sure does.
I appreciate you. All right, so we're gathered here today to do a post-mortem on the new episode of Chasing Dallas, season 5, episode 8. I don't remember the name of the episode. I'm calling it. I love you. Love my geesh.
Man, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. I started pulling hoodies out. People be like, "Wait a minute, I ain't know that." I'm like, hey, like, relax. I feel like I used to do this with Vans. My van when I was in college, the color Vans I used to wear, used to get a little freaky. I had a little spot I used to go to in the Central Coast. Yeah, it was freaky. It was a couple little kidways.
I turned it off. Is that better? Is that better for you?
I mean, you still look like light skinned Keisha, but it's cool.
Well, nigga, I am light skinned, so I don't know what you want.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. So, okay, you know what? That's cool. So, y'all, when I was calling her light skinned Keisha, she's ready to fight me.
But I am light skinned, though, so I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay. All right, no, it's fine. I don't want anything from you, friend. Not right now. Maybe later.
I'm gonna give you the fingers when your mama not watching. So
El Teddy.
It's that El Teddy. That is what I said.
It's 9:30 in the morning. What you mean early?
Nigga, it's a holiday. We don't have to work today.
I'm awake. I'm up. Holiday or not. I'm up.
This is how I know we can't go on vacation together. Because if you
it'd be me, Jesus, and the Mexicans awake every day early.
First of all, I don't care.
So that's what she just said. That's what she just said. I am like his kid.
Listen. No, he talk about the real light skin Keisha. He calls her colorism Keisha because he swear for how she ain't light skin.
That's just like
Thank you.
That's just like I don't know. Lost my thought. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Lotto. She went from mulatto to big lotto. Like, baby, that's like trying to make nigga a nationally accepted nickname. We can't. It's not gonna be a thing. I'm glad she's big lotto and BD energy and all the other things. Because man, her little class of rappers is like my favorite female rappers. Lotto, Flo Milli. I love Flo Milli. I need Flo Milli on the charts. We this episode was a lot of chart talk. I need Flo Milli on a real like a not I want to say a real chart because iTunes is a real chart, but I need Flo Milli on the radio charts
On a Billboard chart. You need her on a Billboard.
because man, she's for me at least, great music makes you believe whatever they're talking about. So I be on my way to my corporate job talking about killing people and selling drugs and moving Lindsay on the low hand. I'm headed to a corporation. That's all.
Yeah, listen to young nigga move that dope on your way to your
Yeah, move that dope. Do that. And then put my key card in. Good morning, guys.
Good for you. Okay, for you.
Good morning, guys.
So backpacking. Okay, they name the songs. I'm not as familiar with Sister.
I'll send you some links.
Okay. All right.
I'll send you some links. I got you.
So let's jump into our hot topic before we dissect this stupid episode. So
it was okay. Wow. See, this is the one episode that didn't need to be a email.
Okay.
And also, I want to shout out the production team on this one. Markella, if you're in here, hey man, I love the lighting, the consistency and the lighting this episode. I can't imagine how hard that is when you're on the road. So I respect the design. I loved it.
Oh, wonderful. Shout out to production. So this week's hot topic is, so there's a young man on TikTok and his name is Bino. And he's gone viral several times. He's a gay black man. He has a partner. He also has a child. And he said he absolutely refuses to show any form of PDA in front of his child. I don't think that's healthy. For your child not to see any form of affection between you and your partner. I think he's scared that anything he do is going to turn the baby gay. Now, the baby is 2 years old. I think the baby is concerned about Miss Rachel and the wheels on the bus go round and round and who got the Uncrustables on deck. I think that's what 2 year old is concerned with.
Whom has the Uncrustables? I cannot agree more. I think it is important for just kids. I think kids in general, for sure, and just in their domicile to see love and affection. I also think something we don't realize is kids emulate everything that we do. Even when the toddler, we think toddlers are toddlering. It's like, nah, he's just watching you earlier be like, I can't believe they took it. Like the slight inconvenience, you acted up, so they acted up, right? Mm-hmm. I'm also hearing that he has some very deep self-hate, probably stooped in whatever religious sect he grew up in, because to sit here and be in a whole relationship with somebody and then go, oh, I'm not going to show my child the affection is wild. That's my first point. My second point is, you can't turn nobody gay, because if that was the case, we wouldn't have gay people, because most gay people came from some kind of heterosexual and religious environments. So, and I got some friends who are hella gay and we grew up the same. So, and third, his partner also has incredibly low self-esteem, because I will be damned if I am dating somebody and we are not at least hugging or something in front of a child. Mm-hmm. That's wild to me. I can understand, like, maybe not wanting to just throw your tongue in your partner's mouth, but like, so we just not gonna sit next close. I'm talking about like it could.
You're not even gonna hold my hand. Is it?
I mean, look, I still can I have a hug, please? I need a hug today. I've been through enough therapy to. Can I have a hug, please? I just need a hug today. So. Yeah, there's a lot of luggage to unpack there, but that is not for me to do that.
And yeah, came the first time I saw them kiss. Probably why I'm not affectionate now like that with my partners. That's what breeds that bullshit. That is exactly what breeds that type of of BE is that you can't model something that you never saw.
No.
You can't replicate anything that you didn't. There's so much more to unpack about the boyfriend. Now I haven't seen the boyfriend. I've only seen the gentleman who
I
has
never
the
see his
child.
boyfriend. That's gone. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't nothing in there.
I feel the boyfriend in the closet. So he's okay with not showing that he okay.
He might be on the down low.
I don't know.
I'm a little bit too silly to talk about that boyfriend because I have many questions.
I don't know.
Maybe it's I don't know.
I'm gonna pray.
I don't know.
We gonna pray. All right, so let's get into the episode.
Man, hey, and look, and I got notes today. I got notes today.
Okay, good, because I don't. So, you know I don't have no notes. I don't know why you ain't been brand new to these situations, sir.
I was referring.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you: do you think I should cut? I should cut this to this length.
No. It's giving Robin Givens 1993 Boomerang. I like it. You know what, El Teddy? I think there's hella layers to being black and being gay, especially depending on your what's up, Tracy? Especially depending on the region that you're in. Like even being from Northern California, like I've found out like there's quote unquote gays don't even really like each other within the own community. So I think there's so many layers to being black and being gay, for sure. Like again, I can't speak to it. Y'all know I say all the time I'm just a guest here, but I've listened enough to be like, no, it's not just I came out. You know what I mean? Like it's a thing. You got to really like being black. Being black on the West Coast because we don't have very many deep, dense, populated black areas. You have to really find your community. But like being black and being gay out here, you got to really find your community, like for real. But so first things first, we gonna start with my buddy, with my twin Robert Ray. that man said, "Oh, is it cute?" He said, "It's my room." Bloop bloop bloop. Look, I said this man, like I'm telling y'all, like Robert Ray is my favorite energy. Like you can just tell when people really just start to like begin to move on because healing is a constant, consistent journey because you got to continuously do the things that help for you to heal. But when you get that little sweet, that man, bloop bloop bloop. Those are sounds, nigga. That's not even what.
But you knew what he meant.
I knew exactly what he meant. and then Mark, look, I said, look, I got look, it's in caps. I really be taking notes. It's in caps. That man said Marquise hot on the green screen, messy. Marquise's green screen energy said messy. The man's energy on. I said, oh yeah, this is gonna be a turned up episode. He been real nice and real calm. I'm tired of hearing about his little fruit salad that nobody liked, but we'll get to that. I also have not the bunk beds. I would have been a little bit upset because I do sleep in the nudes, and I can't have a bunk bed by the laundry room. I don't understand how that works, but I find it hilarious. Hey, you know what's also, Jeff? I think he's sick of the girls too. But I find it hilarious that Astro and Marquise had the bunk beds. Now, also we're moving that along. The house is beautiful. I think it was a great move. I think they need a family kumbaya trip every season now here on out. I think Dallas might have really started something with this one, especially like it being away because there's no distraction. It's not we're gonna go get drunk at said party, whatever. It's just this here. JC and Teddy, they're going to bring an ensemble, and them little rain boots was hella cute. I said this man came in with a fur and some rain boots. He literally came in with boots and the fur.
Some
Chuck, yeah, Chuck. It was like the bunk. I'm pretty sure it was like stairwell and then like bedrooms, washer, dryer, bunk bed.
Not they only need one bed. Wait a minute.
Well, hey, no, that was alleged. They didn't that they didn't
He said he did not have sexual relations with that child.
I mean that's not what we heard.
No, that's not what we heard. But that's
Not what we
his
heard. That's
story.
not my
His,
business to tell.
he
I respect
said,
anybody who's gonna follow
he
through on the
said spring summer joggers.
line.
In regards to that boy, so okay.
um
Child.
Yeah, but no, Ted Lee, Ted Lee really came in with the boots and the fur. The boots with the fur.
He did. We not
Boots
making
and the fur.
not in.
Amongst him, we have had communication from other sources that they have been and they've been doing some ministries together. Knocking Boots Ministries. Allegedly.
Knocking on it. Okay.
Ukulele.
Listen, Marquise was like, because when what's the baby name? Robert was like, if you and Astro be here since y'all need some privacy. He was like, privacy? What we need privacy for? I said, oh, okay.
You know what, Chuck? I learned a long time ago clothing is not a representation of your financial status, because I feel like the people I've known to be the most financially stable and to have the most money, a lot of times be like, I dress like your dad on a Saturday mowing the lawn. I'm talking about cargo shorts and a run to feed the hungry t-shirt, but I got a bank full of money, and somebody quote unquote iced out or somebody who has on designer be the ones that are broke. I actually heard a financial advisor say, don't buy luxury clothing till you have 6 figures in the bank. So
Okay, nobody's doing that. But
I mean,
here's the thing though. Just because life sometimes can be feast and famine, especially when you are an entrepreneur and doing it for yourself. So at one point he had money to purchase that fur. Doesn't mean that he was consistent. Just because he doesn't have money currently right now doesn't mean that he hasn't had money, nor will he ever be able to get back to that status where he had money again. But just because he bought something that's that will he could honestly pass down to his kids, that's the longevity of the fur. It's not fast fashion where you gonna wash it once or twice and then it's gonna fall apart and you.
well, yeah. I mean, if it's a real fur, because I definitely got some great grandma's real fur sitting in the closet. My mom does for sure, at least.
Right.
We got some great grandma jewelry, great grandma furs. Like, we definitely have things that have been. But I think what Chuck is really saying is like, don't give opulence if you don't have opulence. You can be fly without designer. Look,
and I have opulence in the past, present, and future tense. So when I bought that fucking fur, I had opulence.
Oh my god!
When I put the fur on this trip, I still got opulence. What you mean?
First off, Ebony Gucci, don't bring the volume down. He's just simply saying, don't come in here with the boots and the fur and then say I'm broke.
I say what the hell I want to in my damn fur, and who gonna check me? Because it's my fur that I purchased.
No, first off, Tracy, don't come in here.
I know.
Tracy said, who came in?
World. I see that damn comment.
Like I said, I get where he's coming from, but I think that's more of a personal preference thing. There's a whole other conversation, but I get where he's coming from. People are going to assume you got it. You got a little, you got a little. I have a oop. Not right now. I'm tired. The diss hug from Marquise to JC was crazy. That was crazy work. If I try to hug somebody and they said that right now, I promise you I'll throw a drink on you. I swear to God. Don't ever disrespect me like that.
You're so harsh. Okay.
I will throw a drink on you. and I hope it's and if it's white, it'll be red wine. I'm gonna make your life hell past me. You better give me a fake hug. I ain't finna offer you a hug and you turn it down. And I'm a hugger, so I'm a hugger, and you decide that you don't want to hug me
Not
because
how
you think
very
it's
dare
some.
you turn down my hug.
Yeah, I will throw a whole drink on you. Ooh, and on purpose. Oops. I ain't gonna fake trip. Oops. Look you dead in the face and dare you to do something.
Wow, wowzers. That's so. It's not even passive aggressive. It's aggressive aggressive.
Yeah, because I'm real life. Yeah. Um. So I said, I have it. Messy Chef was at it again. Man, you know what? So Monk, I kind of, I don't want to say I can be fake, but I have no problem living in tension. I worked in a company full of tension for years. So now, and then just even growing up, I was just people not liking me. So I can work in tension. I can't be fake. So like, I can be cool and be cordial and know that if I say one thing left or right, it can go up, but I'm okay with that. Like, so I can be, I guess, fake enough to get through the day or get through a scene, but what I'm not gonna do, but don't, yeah, this whole this whole Messy Chef thing got to get figured out because and it's funny because Telly keeps going, well, he's trying to find his place with the girls, but why does his place with the girls have to be? It seems like beef is always about to get started, but then again, too, how you tell someone a story or their perception of the story being told is the quote unquote truth. So.
Okay.
That's. I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Listen, I am. I'm not gonna say incapable, but it's just something about the Scorpio in me that's just not.
I thought you had God in me.
You died. I don't understand. I'm gonna walk right past you like I can't even see you, my nigga. If I don't fuck with you, I just do not fuck with you. And I've had this issue brought up to me at church. People have brought me into the pastor's office, talk about, well, Ebony,
you stay in the principal's office, huh?
I do. Talk about, oh, well, you didn't, but you know I don't even like you. So why are you talking to me? Like, you know I don't fuck with you. Why would you come? And you came up to me. It wasn't even a, hey, how you doing? I was having a conversation with somebody, and you came up and joined the conversation, giggling and kikiing and all of that stuff, and tapping me. That girl, and you funny, and blase bloom and blue.
What's up, Scoop? I didn't even look. The door didn't have to even open all the way. I knew who it was.
Okay. Yeah. No? What's wrong?
Well, I did it a bit.
Okay.
So, I can watch the TV, please.
Not in my room. You gotta get your remote from your mommy and put a shirt on because clearly you're cold. Okay?
I can make some tea.
I already mixed it. It's mixed already. Oh, get it together. Okay? Amen? All right?
Oh, what is that?
What is what? An empty box is trash in there, unless you want a bag of chips too. Ain't nothing in there, sweetheart.
It's
empty. You know you're interrupting my situation, sir, right? Do you care? You don't care.
No, he doesn't. Not ever.
Huh? You don't care.
I said not ever.
okay.
Okay. You do care?
Yes.
All right. Mm-hmm. Go see mom and dad?
Tracy.
Mm-hmm. Go over there and tell my life, okay?
But it's not bedtime. It's morning time.
It is morning time.
Yes. Again with my mom and dad.
Okay. Entertain the people. I'll be right back.
Entertain the people first. All right, people. I guess we will. We have an intermission apparently. Well, Sean said he started a new career, so it wasn't even when he got a new job. He said he got a new career. That is to be, I guess, to himself, but he hasn't talked about it at all. He did say the bag went up though. That's what he did say. He said the bag went up. Why y'all coming for that man Sean in his career? his new his nuki. His nuki.
I thought you was entertaining the people. What the hell happened?
I was about to read her comment out loud, and you came in and decided to start talking. All right, Ebony Gucci, not today. It's actually early for me. Anyways, so they sit down and they start to have this conversation, JC and Marquise. And what had me weak was he was like, he goes semantics, child. Like not you playing so. And I said not you playing semantics, child. JC was like, you told JC was annoyed. What's up, Lemon Kush? My issue is if I hear somebody saying something about me, I'm gonna go straight to them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me nothing you don't want said person that said about me to know, because I'm gonna go straight to them because I'm too old to sit here and have something, because I don't have a lot of friends or a lot of people that I associate with. So the few that I do, if you have something to say about me, I need to know so I can remove you from the small circle that I have. Because I really only need about 3 to 5 people to take over the world. So I'm not. No, we're not. I'm not gonna do what he said, she said. No. Who said what? And I forgot who brought it up, but I think it might have been Tracy. How did you not getting paid even come up in conversation outside of maybe Marquise being annoyed or upset? And I also have here too. Marquise fumbled the bag at the event. But did he know this was a quote unquote mover and shaker event? We got to start there too. If you tell me you putting on like a mixer, I might bring fruit, which sounds horrible to lug around and keep fresh and everything else. It might not be I'm bringing appetizer, yada 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 yada. Then I have on here, laugh my ass off. Exposure will not pay my bills. Yo, Exposure is not finna pay my bills.
None of them. Not one bill.
Like, especially as a musician, stop telling me Exposure ain't paid nobody's bills ever. If the exposure isn't on a large stage, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't. If somebody was like, yo, like for shows, if it's not 1,000 people and up, the exposure's not gonna do anything for me.
Nah.
Especially if my picture's not shown in the background or if they're not pushed. I don't like that whole exposure thing is a way for it. All I hear is you have no budget. Mama, I can't do it. I gotta respect me enough. I was just having this conversation with the worship pastor I play for and the drummer. We all group chat. It's like, bruh, I'm gonna just stay in the lab and grow until the check makes sense, because I'm not putting my bass in the car for no BS money. I'm not singing for no BS money. I'm not I've been doing and done those things. So the whole exposure's not gonna pay for studio time. It's not gonna pay the videographer. It's not gonna pay the photographer. It's not gonna pay the graphic artist. It's not gonna get the I want to buy a new mic. It's not gonna get a new mic. I need a new computer. Like none of that. None of that. The whole exposure thing, I'm cool. If you're gonna hit me with the exposure button, I will expose myself to the crib. I will expose myself right at home. As a matter of fact,
Well,
if
it
I don't
depends
take
on
your
how the
exposure, I can expose
opportunity.
myself on OnlyFans and make
Oh,
more money. Am I wrong?
wait a minute. So it depends on how, for me, how it was presented to him. If I would do it for exposure, if he said, because okay, so here, I don't know if you know this or not, but the event that he was asked to do for the exposure was on somebody's, is going to be on somebody's reality show. It was recorded for a network TV show. So what I personally would have done is, and I would have made sure there was signage and my business cards, and then I would have put out a little spread that would make people be like, "Oh, this is good. I need to make sure that I get in contact." And then I would have been there serving the food, talking about whatever little spread it is that I got. So, okay. And then I would have used it to my advantage. Like, I know how to sell me. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? How to
Right.
myself in the correct position. And if you tell me that's what it is, oh, they're recording it for this TV show, I'm going to try to make sure I get some TV time. Make sure they get a come pan the food and my signage next to the food so that they know it was me for the food. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try and parlay this into speaking with whoever's in production for the TV network about who they're using for craft services. And, you know, I'm going to try and do something that would cause me to have eventually a residual payment from this particular event that I'm doing for free. Sometimes you got to, you know, let me take one step back to get 10 steps ahead.
Well, and that's called paying your dues. I understand paying your dues, but if it just, I don't, I feel as though they had a conversation. He doubled back. No, I can't pay you. But I don't think he sold whatever was going on. Now, Chef should have brought his best regardless. Like I tell people all the time, whether I'm going to play for 3 people or 3,000 or 30,000, I'm going to prepare the same way. If I am being honest with you, it's harder to get and perform in front of 3 people. And Fran, you know this because you used to sing every Sunday. 3 people in service man, it feels like trying to pick up uh, 1,000 pounds, but you have 300 people, it is way easier because the energy gonna be higher anyway. So I'm not disagreeing with Chef, and I have that. I have right here. The Chef fumbled, so Marquise fumbled the bag at the event. Again, they miscommunicated, but don't double back and be like, "But exposure, exposure, exposure," because that for me, that's just triggering. It's trauma. That's just like when a church want me to play 3 services, but all they have is snacks in the back. If you don't go get a mom at the church, or somebody TT or something, and make me some real food, you got me here for 6 7 hours, and y'all want me to hit me with a cracker and cheese tray, but you want me to quote unquote use my gifts and talents for the Lord. Well, who got the gifts and talents for the collard greens? And the cornbread, not and I don't mean the sugary kind, real cornbread. So I don't know. I put you in the room again. I think they both messed up. That is my conclusion. Y'all both messed up. Little baby, big, big, big code, big code. Oh, we can't pay you, or we don't want to pay you. That could be the
That's
thing too.
that's worse. I would rather hear I don't have it versus who don't like sweet cornbread. How did we get to what?
Frank, you're not even listening to me. I literally just said I don't like sweet cornbread. I don't want corn cake. I want cornbread.
I don't like unsweet cornbread because what's the point of that? Like,
I didn't say unsweet. I just don't like it super sweet.
well, Note to self: don't make you no honey butter cornbread. All right.
Soulful Dog said it's just hard to take this conversation seriously when they're on the show for free. Listen here, Soulful Dog.
Well.
To move on, my notes here say that fool said we are wearing furs, but you can't give me $20, and I'm leaving it at that. I also have in my notes. All I'm hearing is we need to not do.
Was all that you fucking needed, then I didn't need you. I just needed somebody to run to the Publix and pick up a fruit tray.
I hate that y'all have a Publix and I can't go to Publix because we don't have Publix. I just want to be a part of the crew. Publix this and I talk to too many people on your side of the earth. That's what it is.
I need a pub sub right now. Oh, I'm so hungry.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, all I'm hearing is don't do favor for friends, and they obviously did not communicate enough. Just leave it at that. Not 3 stacks.
Not the fruit. Okay. So,
Ted Lee, he gonna do him a commercial, and it's gonna be color coordinated.
First of all, what was the? Quickly, tell me what the commercial was for.
One of his properties in Beijing.
Tell me, what does he do? What does he do?
He shows
that commercial. It shows them property. He does what?
He shows properties. I saw the property.
Okay.
Speaking to the mic, Caroline. Speaking to the mic, Caroline.
I just want to make sure that it. Sir, I need you to go expressly, quickly, to hell, please. The express elevator with no stops. Just press H for hell and go right there. Just go right there. Just get in there and press. Because, nigga, what do you say? That fucking commercial means nothing. He doesn't say, if you want to see a property, if you would like to lease an apartment in this particular building, please reach out to me. No, he doesn't. None of that is said.
They had the thing. They had the thing. They had the
What thing? What unprofessional thing did they have in this commercial? That would be that you would be what information in that commercial would you be able to take back to the Googleizations to be able to reach out to this nigga?
Not the Googleizations.
To reach out to this nigga and figure out what he does with the property. He manages the property. He's not a realtor. That's what I'm saying.
And I told you.
You said look at the property. Look at the property for what?
So he can take a paperwork. Don't he manage?
Paperwork? What paperwork? Quickly.
The paperwork for the property for the people who own it.
Don't talk to me ever again. You are stupid. I can't.
Soulful Dog, Taylor being on the show, plenty of people's faces annoying. Little baby say you clock in just like me.
Take your paperwork for what? What paperwork is he taking?
For the property.
It doesn't make any sense. And I'm tired of people pretending like they like, oh yeah, Teddy's commercial is slick and the building.
It is. It was slick. I didn't say it made sense.
However, ever be how. What does he do?
He shows properties.
Tell me, somebody tell me what he does successfully, quickly. Anyone.
He coordinates.
Go to hell. Go right. No. I refuse.
He coordinates. Seven walking in.
Little baby, he don't even have the apartment name on the commercial, so you can figure out like where it is in the city to even know if you want to be able to lease.
You were asking. I didn't make the video. You asked what he did. I told you what he did. He shows properties and he coordinates. It looks great. I don't know where to buy it. I don't know whom to buy it from, but it looks great. It looks great.
He said he didn't have to showcase his life. Then why are you on this show, beloved?
I mean, that's literally the point of the show. Anyway, Seven walking into the cabinet saying this is where they film OnlyFans videos is wild. I said, sir, you just got here. I said, I said, Astro's green screen outfit and the look he gave about the bunk beds. I literally died.
First of all, Hood Princess Barbie. Where are you? Who was in the confessionals with you? Markel. I blame this on Markel. Why would you allow that baby to have that bathing suit up here around his esophagus, choking him, knowing it should be further down on his chest? It looked pretty.
It looked crooked because he's thick. Remember, it's not gonna fit him right. Ain't that what thick girls talk about? The not fit right.
No, that ain't.
It
ain't never because my bathing suit is up here and my titties is down here. That's never. That's never the issue.
You don't want to exit the room with that one.
That is not. Let me be very clear. Look at my face. Let me push this hair out of my face. Let me get into my eyeball. That is never ever. That is never ever. That is never ever the issue when you're thick. Look here, Dimples McGillicuddy. I don't have time. I don't have time for your foolishness. I don't.
His nipples were covered. I mean, he's the hood fairy princess, whatever he calls himself. Tracy, I'm going to fight you if I ever meet you in real life. I'm gonna need you to catch a 3-piece combo. This lady said I blame JC for the pointless commercials.
I did appreciate his face beat. His eyebrows looked a little raggedy, but you know.
Thank you for filling me in, Teddy. I appreciate it. I did not. That makes a lot of sense now. The soulful dogs to the face being beat was interesting. Hey, we people kept saying his face was greasy, so he had to, get it going for the rest of the season. He made
the correction, and we're not mad at it.
Yeah.
We're not.
I said the lighting the sage on the flat top was comedy. He just started doing stuff. He said, "Look, now I don't know the proper instructions on how to light sage, but I feel like it should be natural, like a match, or even maybe like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter." Jeff on the room lottery, that was hilarious to me. The entire I'm the host, but we were the host, but you were late because she's booked, and it's great that she's booked, but you're also still very late. So I'm just thankful you have your own room.
I would have been okay with being in the guest quarters in the back by myself.
Oh, for sure. What? Once that door is locked, I'm gonna be naked on the couch watching TV. Leave me alone. What? The kind of buffoonery. I'm alone. Okay, let's get to the juice of the episode. Let the comment go make your art on don't why are we how they hug, it was a moment, and then it didn't last long. It didn't last long at all. Side note, the JC in his green screen ensemble, the hair with the rubies across the chest. Again, if you're gonna put something on. The drinking games.
Talk about Seven and Kesey breaking up.
Hold on, that was my next comment. I said, "Oh, Seven and Kesey broke up." Now, see the way Seven came in, the way he came in, Seven, the way he came in. This looked weird. I don't want so we went this way. The way Seven came in, it almost I was like, did he get locked up? Because they don't ask me. But then the second time he said it, I'm like, oh yeah, they broke up. Okay, why does it have to be a thing? But I knew y'all were gonna break up because at the award ceremony, you literally said this is supposed to be my day. I've been there before. Today was supposed to be a big day for you, but we're dealing with you. Today was supposed to be a big day for me, but we're dealing with your thoughts and feelings. This was supposed to be a big day for me. This was a moment for me, and you knew it was a moment for me, but you decided to let whatever you feel like maybe and that realistically, that's a Judah 7 problem because I'm expecting me from you. Because if it's your big day and I'm having an issue, especially with you, I'm gonna shut up about it. I'm gonna wait.
Listen, all I know is that You've been
Oh,
screaming. You don't want anybody in your relationship. You don't want nobody
relationship.
in your
The one has
relationship.
a
And then
relationship
30
on
seconds.
on the show.
Then 30 seconds later, we broke up. What? How? Okay. You didn't have to tell nobody anything. You could have
Little
just
baby,
kept
you
it
right.
cute. Right. You could have kept it cute at, oh, he is doing such and such and so and so. He's not going to be able to make it. And that's it. And you leave it there. You didn't have to invite the people into your situation that y'all broke up or whatever. Like, and
I'm in agreement.
if your relationship is going to be, you don't want your relationship to be at the forefront, but that's all y'all be talking about.
I mean, to this point, I mean, for at least for Keisha, you know, I won't say for Marquise, or I won't say for Seven, because I feel like Seven, like we've got to see a lot of his actual like music and stuff like that. Whereas I feel like if it's a scene with Keisha, he's talking, it's about the relationship.
They're back together anyway, so it don't even matter.
Keisha could have been like Sean broke looking for a new job and couldn't make it. Tracy.
First of all, that's
Crazy.
not what Sean's thing was, and you know it. Why would you do that? Why you want to make up narratives when you've been told what it is?
Because it's Tracy. Because it's Tracy. All right,
Okay.
let's move on.
They are back.
I said, Jet Jeff, be there for him. I don't know why I put that down. Astro definitely said he was thick. I said not Astro said I think he's thick. What this is okay. I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite part of the episode. I just feel like the apology you gave me wasn't very, sincere and I just feel like, like I could really use another one. Like it was off camera. Astro said, "Well, you're not getting one."
You so damn dumb. Okay, sir, please.
Oh wait,
Oh, go away from me with this apology.
it's in my notes.
Of course it
It's
is.
in my notes.
Of course it is.
You're not getting one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the thing, right? First off, we got to stop picking on Jet Jeff. I definitely feel like they pick on Jet Jeff a lot, and I definitely feel like the being black and or Latino or being Latino or and hip hop. We'll get to that because I have some very strong I have very strong opinions on that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like what Jet Jeff wanted was you disrespected me on camera, so on camera I wanted you to make it right.
Yes. Absolutely, because the apology needs to be as loud as the disrespect.
Absolutely.
When you showed out on me at, that's where you need to come. You need to come back to that same circumstance and apologize.
It's like the brother they career they're trying they wanted to kill. What's his face? Not Michael B. Jordan, but the other dude, dark skin one, big old bell pepper nose. I can't think of his name.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. All this talking and making him a monster. That man, he ran any grown man that will run away from a woman, and then we come to find out he didn't even put his hands on her. Like, come on now, like where was all the news markets when we, you know what I mean? So anyway, all the tapes all the footage we had of him being whatever towards her, I feel like we should have had the same amount of footage. We should have had the same amount. We should have had the same amount of footage when it came out. Like, oh, he didn't put his hands on her. Not me. I'm gonna leave the Martin Luther King comment alone because I just am. But leave that alone. That's not for me to pick up. But no, very much. Like if you're gonna disrespect me out loud, like I need you to out loud say that truth. But again, Astro not gonna give it, so move on. Now Astro, I have Astro with a clarification. He said put pen to paper. And what was hilarious is Jeff is still kind of hurt behind it because he was like, ain't nobody listening to your music but you. That's why you got. Oh no. Seven was like, that's why. and with 3 people listening to your music with you, that's why there's one but 2 people at your show or whatever. He was like, hip hop came from niggas. That made me laugh. So let's jump into where I feel like they started to pick on Jet Jeff and they made it a race thing. First off, this has bothered Seven for a very long time, obviously. Second, black people don't own enough of hip hop to even call it black music anymore. How much of hip hop do we actually own? And I don't mean you're signed to Sony by way of this, by way of no, a standalone record label. Not we're paying 6 other not we're a subsidiary of this.
Not
Like
Remy Ma you paid through Jive
right? Am I wrong?
Like 6 niggas touch your money before you get it.
Now, no, because it's the truth. Now, mind you, I have right here. I said, thank God Seven came in and was like, we're drunk, so we shouldn't be having this conversation. But at the same point in time, for him to be like, you don't know your history. Black people don't know the history of hip hop. Hip hop is a political music. If you listen to the very first real hip hop records, even the dance one, they were talking about what was going on in New York. It was a war. They was talking about abandoned buildings. They was talking about Heem. Heron. They talking about Heron. They was talking about ain't nobody fed fiends. It was a political music. Yes, it was to a part. It was to disco music, so it made it seem lighter. And I think that's that to me, because I hate early hip hop. Lyrically, the whole thing to me is trash. But I went to the house and I sat on the couch. Ha ha ha. Jumped up, did my dance. I don't know.
Don't be disrespectful to the forefathers.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I don't like the way it was presented. But let me finish. The genius and what they did was you took essentially party music and you put hella real life politics in it, and we kept saying these are the breaks. In my opinion, is one of the greatest songs I've written. Think about it from a songwriter perspective. I'm about to talk about some real heavy, nasty stuff. How do I get everybody to listen to it though? I'm gonna take my personally lived experience and get the world to listen. That takes talent. That takes talent.
But here's the thing. I don't think they mean own it like music labels, that type of own it. I mean ownership as in it's the genre. We built this genre from scratch. But what I need Seven to understand is
we've built 18 genres from scratch and we're still broke as a people. I don't care.
Finish my fucking sentence, please. I'm gonna punch you in the face when I see you. I can feel it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what I was saying is that in the 1970s, when hip hop and the rap genre was started, it wasn't just black people alone. I'm telling you, it was also heavily pushed and influenced by Latinx people. It wasn't just black people back then. It was the Puerto Rican Boricuas and all them other ones that was also there at the very beginning. So to say to a Peruvian or Latinx person, hip hop is black and you're not hip hop, it's a clear statement to me that you don't understand how the genre was started.
No, of course not. The whole end of that. The entire ending of that episode it just made me mad. First off, why are we picking on Jack Jeff? First off,
because others, he's the most other.
I don't like the jokes about him. The jokes about him and his Latinness too. Like, we gotta stop. Because if a nigga came in there and made a chicken and cornbread comment or chicken and watermelon, or if he would have made, ooh, y'all ashy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who was influenced by
Seven?
Sexy Red? Seven?
Mm-hmm.
But she just got here. Oh, for Christina for show. like the Jazzy Jeff, like the Jazzy. It was he kept calling him Jazzy Jeff. Like, okay, I thought that was funny. Like, that's actually funny. That's just, it's obviously a play on his name, but like the constant, because
Jeff, you not wrong. You not wrong.
hey, you know what, Jeff, and he talk your talk, dog. Hey, you just got here, bro. I've been here. Yes, the J Lo was absolutely offensive.
Not the raw dog queen.
God, come get me because I'm ready to go. Because Tracy is playing with she playing on my top. Not right.
Okay. This is why the fuck this shouldn't have happened. And so all my synapses were firing, which normally happens around 11:30, 12 o'clock. But early Queen over here decided he wanted to do this at the ass crack of dawn, knowing I don't sleep at night, and I've been up since 1:30.
You ain't slept since last Tuesday anyway, so I don't understand how.
Wow.
Hey, so Jeff, hey, on God, I felt the same way. I was like, nah, everybody can get it. I'm mad now, and I got a little drink in me. Nah, I'm gonna fight everybody. I'm gonna start commenting. I fight too much to be talking that much, so I'm gonna start saying mean stuff. I'd have gone everybody's helmet.
Not the helmet. Okay.
I'd have been talking crazy. All I am saying is the entire being black and hip, like, and the thing is too, the only thing Jeff said that I do have to correct him on, a lot of the black community never rock with Post Malone. Let's be very clear. Like,
which
I have
one
enough.
Post Malone?
He used to have a song called White Iverson, but now he does rock music. He got blasted a couple years ago because he has all these tattoos of artists on his arm. I know hip hop artists. He said in the Rolling Stone interview, he was like, when I'm in my emotions or feeling down, rap music isn't the music I listen to for that emotional stuff. And everybody ripped him for it because it's like being a rapper made you famous, not rock. He's also a white guy. And so Eminem, and then as far as him talking about Eminem, like, in my opinion, Eminem was really for white kids. Like, Eminem wasn't, like, the songs were fun and poppy and we knew them, but like till this day, I ain't heard an Eminem song I feel like played out loud, like on the loudspeaker, since like 2006. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, Eminem ain't even in my top 5. He for sure not in my top. Actually, he's not in my top 10. I'm not saying I don't respect his music. I'm not saying he's not dope. Let me be very clear about that. I am simply saying, for me, on my personal top 5, again, it just wasn't. It just wasn't for me.
Because we like to hype white people up for doing the bare minimum.
I mean, well, we see it all the time. But we see it all as an R&B singer. I see it all the time.
And the content of Eminem's music always seems
not for me.
Disturbing and violent, and not violent like they shooting on the streets violent, but like, this nigga been hiding in your closet for a week and you didn't know, and now you in the trunk of the car.
I like the record with him and Dr. Dre. Like, I like that. Like, I like that record, but again, like you said, the content was for me. That not everybody talk like they got something to say, but then comes out when you move the lips, it's a bunch of gibberish. Like that record I really like, but the content wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Like, everybody loved everybody. Like, Nas is in everybody's top 5. For me, he's not my top 5. I'm not. He's in the top 10.
Those are my favorite. That's my favorite candy. So if anybody ever,
you know, I love to do with peanut M&Ms. You know, my favorite thing to do with peanut M&Ms.
What?
When I go to the movies, get when the popcorn is nice and fresh and hot, pour them in the popcorn.
Absolutely not, because I don't like popcorn.
And drink my margarita.
That's
the good part about living in a wine town. We've been had liquor at our movie theater. Everybody else is finally catching up. We've been drunk at the movies.
From Jeff, that I didn't like what he said. He has to work 10 times harder than his peers. his privilege already puts him 10 steps ahead of his peers. Not in this particular genre, Jeff, because clearly we think that we own it and we are the tastemakers and the we set the trends and who's bubbling and who's hot and all that stuff. So in this particular instance, the privilege doesn't really work in his favor as if it would. If he was in pop, then yes, I would say yes. Then his privilege puts him 10 steps ahead. But in this particular instance, in this particular genre, the privilege doesn't work for, bless you. The privilege doesn't work, bless you again. The privilege doesn't really work for him like it normally would. Again, 7 feet. Get cleared that up in the after show though. Again, 7's fever would have made more sense towards William the Baddest. It would have, but William the Baddest is not on this show, so he can't direct that ire toward him.
I feel as though 7's argument would have held more water if he would have simply said, we as a people, as Black people, like you said, we are still the tastemakers. We still basically say what's hot and what's not when it comes to hip hop and R&B, and but you know how Black folk are. We start something, it's super dope, we move on. We created country, and then we got bored with that. Like we create stuff, get bored, and move on, and everyone else picks up from it and benefits from it. Again, like I said, but that entire argument for me is weird because I'm like, what do we really own? I mean, I don't know. I'm a nerd, so I pay attention to stuff. They say Black people not gonna have any kind of wealth by like 2050 because we don't own anything because we sold grandma. I'm gonna say a very, very, because I always felt this way, but then I heard Killer Mike articulate it, and it made so much more sense. But integration was horrible to Black people because we stopped owning things. We sold grandma's house and moved to the suburbs somewhere. We sold the grocery store to this, that, to that, to this. Like I was playing I was on a gig, and the church I played at, it was like maybe a year and a half or so after the George Floyd had happened. And I told him George Floyd doesn't happen if the community knows him, because they can go, "Ayo, George is tripping, come get him." And then he told me about a situation where he was dealing with somebody who had a whole gun and but because he knew him and he worked and lived in that community, he was able to talk him off the ledge, and things didn't go left. So like for Black people, like we create dope stuff and move on, but with integration, like we don't own anything, including our biggest export. Like our art and our food are our 2 biggest exports, in my opinion. And we don't own enough of it, like at all. And then we get mad at folks like Kanye, Brother Ye, he needs help. But like, and then when he was like, I'm trying to build like a Black Gucci kind of thing. I'm trying to build a large fashion house, but I can't get in here. And then we immediately also question Black people when we're like, well, who do you think you are? Well, I'm thinking I'm trying to invest within my community. Like, I mean, well, I know he's a horrible man, but what he was talking about is the truth. The same thing when everybody, I'm not going to say the person, but somebody tried to buy a football team and then we got mad at him. I'm not getting into sofa dog. I'm not getting into semantics of what the man talked about. What I am saying is the sentiment behind.
He's saying that a broken clock is right twice a day.
I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is, when it comes to ownership, it's not a large enough conversation. Being rich is cool, but what do you own? Because if you own things, that's where the real power comes in. That's where the real influence is. It's like more and more Black people are buying small pieces of land and building communities. Why? Because then we own it. And you can't tell me what I can or can't do at that point, and I can pass it down. So I'm very big on ownership. That's okay. I know it's a no from you. I didn't say go buy the new Yeezy slide.
Yeah,
I just said we have
I,
a
it's the right message, wrong messenger. Is
for sure. As well, it was the first one I could think of. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head like that. I just the next time somebody black wants to buy and or own something that's not that we're not used to, like the next Tyler Perry, just get behind him and be quiet. Let's not talk about what he did to your mama 15 years ago. Let's not fight for the company. Get this little bread, and then we can be mad later. That's that's me. That's me. I didn't the whole end of the episode just
because not saying nothing is what have you on CNN running down the hallway of a hotel in your towel beating the crap out of somebody. Okay, I'm gonna shut up about it. We're not even going.
That's different. That's different. That's different. That's a whole other. That's a real crime. That's actual crime.
We're gonna listen.
If 50 Cent is building something that is going to help this community out, then yes, we need to get behind it because he's going to employ he does a lot of us.
Let me be very clear. All kinfolk ain't skin folk, so you can't.
Oh, for sure.
You can't get just because they black don't mean that you.
Of course not. But something I feel, and I could be wrong in this. I feel like we do more fighting in front of company than anybody else. Like I'm glad you brought up Shaq. Why are Shaq and Shannon Sharp beefing? Or they were for what? Y'all are two of the biggest names in front of America, and y'all want to beef in front of company? If y'all be quiet, Chuck, I can rock with a Magic, I can rock with a Shaq, but I'm not gonna rock with Jordan. Jordan's out to just get it back. Period. It has nothing to do with again building wealth from the community that made him all this money. That's what I am saying. I'm going to stand behind who's trying to build wealth for wealth and create ownership for the folks that made him that way. How can you be black and then forget about black people, or not be worried about the black community, or not give back to black people in some fashion? So this entire hip hop notion, like half these artists don't even give back. I didn't say it was just us. I said I feel like I feel like we do it a lot, or it's seen more, and maybe that's just because I'm tuned into us. But I ain't ever seen two white actors beefing on TV for real, or two white artists. Or I think the closest I've seen to that is Conor McGregor throwing a chair at the bus. But that's a different conversation. So that's all I'm saying.
Mental health. Okay, so
different conversation. That's all I'm saying. I don't.
So, just looping this back around to the episode, because that's how the episode ended, with them still arguing. Hopefully, they can resolve it.
They not, because by the preview of the next episode, they were still beefing, and they had to cut cameras.
I feel like it's because I think a lot of the liquor had something to do with how far, child, we don't know and we don't care. So I feel like liquor played a part into this situation.
Oh, for sure.
Feel
he
like
said that.
in his feelings, because he and Kesey broke up, fed into this situation. So we go.
I think everybody got drunk and made Jet the scapegoat.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened. And then started saying ridiculous things and making ridiculous claims, and it didn't make any sense to me at all.
Right, because Jeff is not that type of, he's not like a hold your grudge kind of person. So hopefully they'll get it together. And
I think Soulful Dog, I feel as though because Jeff is the one seemingly having success, that Seven has been wanting to say that for a long while and said, well, I've been drinking anyway, here we are. Period.
But here's my thing. Like, you were just at South by Southwest, which is a huge stage for any artist, queer or not. And you were so nonchalant about being at South by Southwest.
He said he didn't know what it was.
He didn't know what it was. Like, how are you an artist and you don't know what that is? Like, I feel like
I think that's a part of his steez. That's a part of his, you know what I mean? His swagger. very, very unmoved, very unbothered. This is what we do.
Except when it comes to this man who clearly has quality to his work, clearly has music that people enjoy because he's clearly charting on iTunes, and now you want to discredit whatever he got going on. Child, out of jealousy, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I love it. I'm here for drama.
I don't understand why he's upset either.
Yeah, for sure. He said that though, right? Like he said that though. Even
he's a man eater. He's all of these things.
Yeah. He's Seven has been saying I am the boss since he got here. That's why when they got directed to Cabin, Seven was like, I'm the queen rapper or in here or however he put it. Like basically when it comes to rap out of the rap groups here, I am running things, and that's why I respect Jeff for being like, oh, wait a minute, my guy, boo boo, pause. Head honcho, that's what it is.
He the HNIC.
Yeah, like, whoa, no, sir, you just got here, but again, my only thing with Jeff is like, bro, stop fighting for space in a room full of people who don't want to give it to you. What are you doing? I'd have left the show after this trip. There'd been no point. I can understand, like they you being picked on. This is
But that's also the bravado that comes with being in that particular genre. Because I know niggas right now today who is standing in the Publix parking lot trying to sell their CD out the trunk of their car, talk about they the best rapper alive. If you don't have that level of delusion about your talent and your craft, what are you doing?
I mean, I literally
nobody out rap me. Joe, if you ask Joe Budden right now, he gonna tell you ain't no rapper alive right now that can out rap me.
I say I'm an R&B sensation all the time.
And been retired for years.
Yeah. No, I say I'm an R&B sensation all the time. Like I say literally all the time. I'm an R&B sensation all the time. I'll be on the R&B shit. I'm in agreement with that. I am in agreement with that. But y'all chose the absolute worst possible time to have a very serious conversation. You should have stopped playing the games or play Monopoly or something or done whatever. Pinochle, bone, something.
Games, why don't Tedley know how to stack them fucking red cups? What were you, sir?
I don't know what he was doing.
He was doing
I feel like Tedley had a little bit more to drink than he gave off. Because there are all those folk who get a little bit drunker than they actually are. Excuse me, y'all. And don't tell nobody. Just be lit. Like I have a tell when I get drunk. And one of my boys knows, oh yeah, Jay lit. He's gone. But he the only one that knows. Don't nobody else know.
Shenanigans.
I am Christina. Look, hey, can we put up her comment, please, friend? Can we post? Can we put that? Because are you going to sell music to your neighborhood or to the world? I've had to rewrite entire songs because I sent it to my dad, and my dad used to sing when he was growing up, and he used to be in a group with Troy Taylor and stuff like that. So I know he knows music, and he will tell me this sucks, rewrite it, or he will say I don't understand you, rewrite it. And I have a song called It's Lit. It does really well, but again, I had to rewrite it. Why? Because it was too for my community, and nobody else could understand it. So if you want to be a rappity rap rapper and rappity rap for your community, that's fine. If you want to rap and sell records at this, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
And even if he had 3 people at his show, he got paid for the show, and that's what matters.
And that's all that matters. Listen,
we can talk the door later.
So that was the episode. I did want to ask you this before we go. Our last hot topic, because it just came to my mind when we was having that conversation about them fighting. So, are we placing bets on the Tyson Logan Paul fight and how fast Mike Tyson's gonna knock this nigga out?
I need for Mike Tyson to win this fight I am tired of seeing Logan Paul disrespect our black men. I don't know why we are allowing our elder black men to keep getting beat up by this white guy.
I would just like, because did you hear what he said? Something crazy about Mike Tyson's deceased daughter. That man's gonna kill you. I don't know why you thought that was an appropriate thing to do. I know you white boy, you've been dealing with these non-actual boxers and all of these fights to get you to where you are now, and you really think because you young that you gonna really do something to this man. That man is scary. At the age of 50, whatever he is right now, that nigga is still scary.
Any man who wears short shorts and dad sneakers to work out is an absolute menace. The Mike Tyson gear is already on the way. To answer your question, it's already on the way.
Okay.
As somebody who grew up going to sparring tournaments and winning them, and also training Muay Thai recently, which I really want to get back. Hopefully, my schedule will open up. I've been hit before by a real fighter, and that's just holding a pad. Everybody everyone has a plan to get punched in the mouth. And with a cat like Mike Tyson, he only needs to hit you once. Now everybody's talking about he's gonna get gas, he's gonna get. Again, I don't think he needs but 2 rounds, maybe 3.
I don't think he need no rounds. I think this is gonna harken back to the 19-
Hold on, real quick. Lil Baby said the rap that sells and gets you in a lot of rooms is very bubblegum. 7 can expect the same success as Jet when all he talks about is sex and anything but sex and the graphic detail. Lil Baby, again, I'm with you on that. I tell people all the time, great music is a great example. Purple Rain is about a girl squirting. That's what Purple Rain's about. And Madonna's Like a Virgin's about anal sex. So that's great. That's great songwriting. One-on-one. So Lil Baby, you're absolutely correct. You're not gonna get in the same room. Yeah, Tracy, that's my fear, Tracy. Mike Tyson saying he's afraid of getting back to his own self, that scared me. That'll be why he wins or loses. Go into that dark place for a little bit, bro. We'll bring you back. You can go on vacation after this. Go back to the Gucci store. I follow Mike Tyson on Snapchat. He loves the Gucci store.
Listen, here's what I know.
It's not foolishness, Tracy. It's the truth.
Used to pay for pay-per-view. And one time, the Mike Tyson fight, we had did the undercard, and Tyson fight, they were just getting into the ring. I went to the bathroom. And when I came out, the fight was over. The fight lasted 30 some odd seconds. He hit that nigga one time and knocked him smooth out.
Again, I've been hit before by cats who really understand the technique that is boxing, who got a little bit of weight on him. I feel like
it's gonna be a 30. I think this is gonna harken back to them days. I think it's gonna be like 30 seconds. I think he gonna dance around. He gonna hit that fool one solid time and catch that fool one solid time and knock him smooth out.
Again, 2 or 3 rounds. That's it.
Not 2 or 3 rounds. I don't think it's gonna last through the first round.
I gotta get and here's the thing, Jake Paul, he's not. I don't think he's really fought in any actual boxers, right?
Logan Paul.
Let me do. I don't know why I'm sitting here guessing. I think he fought Tyson Fury and then lost. It's Jake Paul. That's how. See that I'm one of them Paul brothers. Excuse me. He's 9-1 as a boxer professionally. Yeah, he lost to what's his face? Yeah, he lost to Tyson Fury. I think the only. Go ahead. I'm sorry. He barely beat Nate Diaz, who I don't think was fighting him for real. And I feel like he barely beat Tyron Woodley. I'm not saying he can't box. I'm not saying that's why I'm saying 2 or 3. I'm gonna put a little respect on his name. I'm not saying he can't box, but okay, he fought another. Is he a boxer or a YouTuber? No, he's a boxer for real. I will say it was hilarious.
8 rounds, and the rounds are 2 minutes apiece. He ain't gonna make it the first 2 minutes. Listen, I don't have any faith. I don't have none of that. Not in Jake Paul. No, not against Mike Tyson. No, sir.
Again, I don't want to hold back from Mike Tyson. I'm gonna feel that the next day. I'm gonna feel that. My hand gonna be hurting at the house, swollen. I'm good. Even what's his name? Even for the movie, I keep forgetting the fool's name we just talked about. On the actor from the movie.
What movie?
Apollo Creed.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, the other one, Jonathan Majors. I wouldn't hold back for Jonathan Majors or the Russian dude from the first one. Y'all big, real size.
Stupid.
I'm gonna feel that. Nah, I'm here to work out, protect myself, just in case. But yeah, Mike Tyson year's on the way. He did. I didn't know he talked about Tyson's child. So
he did. He talked about the child that passed away.
All right, get in there playing if you want to. You can rest around and get CTE.
Why would you?
You know, get in there and get that CTE. Be out here acting crazy like I almost said Bobby Brown, but Bobby Brown don't have CTE. Antonio Brown.
Orlando Brown, more than likely. Okay.
A vagina.
Stupid.
I'm gonna laugh every time I see that video. Every time. Y'all know I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh every single time. Every time the video comes on, I'm gonna laugh.
Shenanigans. Okay.
All right.
Well, this has been our review and rant of Chasing Alice, season 5, episode 8.
Episode 8. This is a good one. It did not need to be an email.
It did not need to be an email. Amen.
I can't wait for this coming Thursday to find out whom
if they're gonna resolve it. Are we gonna
No, they're not. I can't wait.
I want to know, is the rest of the season we watching Kesey and Seven find their way back to each other now that they've broken up?
I'm gonna have to check it out, Orlando.
Orlando Brown and Bad Boys last season was the MVP. Child, them niggas got to fight. He was like, "What? We ain't even ate breakfast yet."
My fun fact: one of my boys, I sent my boy, one of my boys that video, and my boy was like, "Man, I hate seeing him like that." I go, "What you mean?" He goes, "Oh, we used to go to elementary school together." I said, "Oh, this is personal for you." I said, "I forgot you from LA." So I don't know him like that. So I'm gonna get my laughs in. Vagina.
Please stop talking to me. Okay. So that's all. That's it. That's all. We ain't got no more.
Go own something. Go buy something. Buy an
No,
apartment. Buy something.
somebody cook out somewhere, have a couple drinks on us, tip your waitress down here at the bottom because this man had me up at butt crack of dawn when I should be asleep on my day off.
First off, you're gonna be asleep because Scoot just you've been awake by now. Scoot and walked in the whole door.
That's not even the point. The point is the point really is he would have came in here and he would saw me in bed and he's like, Mima, you got to go to work. And then I'd have been like, okay, Scooty. And then he'd have left the room and not bothered me. But I had to go.
I feel like that's inaccurate.
What?
I said I feel like that's inaccurate.
I hate you so much. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
My tea done wore off. So the little tiny bit of caffeine I had is gone. I'm finna get into bed, full face and all, lashes, and I don't care about none of this. I'm finna get into bed. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. Wait, what do you got anything planned for this week, sir? Anything that people need to know about? Follow you on socials? Are you
follow me on. Am I what?
Any new music this week?
No, not yet. I got my producers. My stuff's recorded. It's just being mixed at this point. Stuff is recorded. Recorded. It's just being mixed. Working on some projects. Just follow me on here. I'll put my link tree in the chat, but just follow me everywhere. I'm about to record my Money Making Monday and wash my hands because of all this coughing, and then start then go season up the ground beef and get everything started. So, I'm gonna be on the grill.
Somebody's gonna be on the grill here. They can wake me up when my plate is ready. All right. You stay right there. Thank y'all. And we'll see y'all next week.
Fill up your glass.